Hello everyone, welcome to Halo Moon Tarot. This is your weekly reading for Leo. How are you guys? So Leo, let's see what's coming in for you. This could be any aspect of your life. Ooh, we got the King of Water. Someone's taking a pause, checking things out. Little introspection. Someone here is kind of holding back a bit. See, unrequited love, but someone's looking at things from a different perspective. Ooh, someone may be thinking things are about to go in their favor here. Mutual energy. Someone who feels like there's hope. But it's also someone who I feel held back because they felt somebody wasn't interested or this wasn't in their best interest. Yeah, or it wasn't mutual, but all different perspective. Look at that. Oh, someone here's learned something. They're curious. Somebody here is seeing things from a different perspective too. Because it's often someone who doesn't tell somebody. But I do feel it's a lot of this is curious, learning. Yeah, see a house, a home. Someone's curious. Could be someone checking you out here. It's a person who's emotionally mature, available, but it looks like somebody acted like they weren't available emotionally. See this energy. Now a whole different perspective. What is going on, Leo? Yeah, someone's having a massive aha moment. Aha, a house, a home, a reason to celebrate. This is someone sees things actually going in their favor or just seeing things from in a whole different way. Page of Air. Learning something and being enlightened a little bit. To do with a house and a home. Be someone checking someone out in your neighborhood. They're just curious. Let's have a look. It's someone who, but to me, it looks like as though someone here, it's unrequited love. Someone who didn't tell somebody how they felt. They now see it from a different perspective. Where they didn't see hope, they see hope. The Star. Could be somebody learning their own worth and value. Let's have a look at the King of Water. So someone reflecting, leaving something behind, ready to go down a path. It's someone about to take a leap of faith. It's about taking a risk. It looks like they didn't want to at some point. It looked risky. But the cup runneth over. Looks like someone's ready. Could be someone who didn't want to look like a fool. Maybe finding out the feelings are mutual. There's that cup. The cup runneth over. Oh my goodness. Yeah, this is someone seeing things going in their favor. It's a whole new cycle. Seeing things in a favorable light. Very positive. Feeling lucky. Fortunate. This is someone who's learned. See, it's a person who felt they were going to be rejected. But there's something they didn't know that they now know. It's a missed opportunity. See, someone didn't take the cup because they didn't know something or it felt risky. But yeah, it looks like they're about to go for it. They're a little worried, still a little worry here that it may go in their, not go in their favor. There's still something this person needs to know, but it's something to do with a home. What is it to do with a home? An offer, an invitation? Someone feeling lonely, left out in the cold? Somebody needs help. Help is on the way. Oh, I know this energy. Helping somebody out. Someone's learned something. Because they've missed an opportunity. Or failed to recognize. Because they didn't know. Now this has to do with either someone who's homeless. They have no home. Left out in the cold. Always on the outside looking in. But it looks like help is on the way. Because this is a person who needs to be needed. Somebody here felt someone didn't need them or wasn't interested. The feelings weren't mutual. This is interesting. Yeah, we have the Lovers. Aha. Truth. This is someone who probably should have told someone the truth about how they felt. I mean, left out in the cold, lonely, or just lonely. I mean, it could be something to do with someone's financial foundation. But it looks like there's help on the way. Someone's finding something out and it's coming up with an idea. This is somebody who wants to connect. It has to do with love, lacking love. Someone who has a house, a home, they have everything. Yeah, we got the King of Wands. Someone feeling bold. It has to do with someone, I feel, it's about someone learning their worth and value. See, thinking negative thoughts. But I feel a lot of this is someone ignoring someone, maybe ghosting them. They're looking at this from a different perspective, how they would feel. Yeah, there's a lot happening, but it has to do with the lovers, two people who come together and build each other up. I feel is help on the way. It's someone who needs to be needed. Somebody's coming up with an idea. They're needed. Help's on the way. Oh, yeah. Let's have a look at that Five of Pentacles. Yeah, so someone who sees opportunity in this, somebody who's lacking something. I mean, it could be someone who needs a home or money or work, or that whatever it is, help is on the way. They feel needed. So it has to do with someone seeing this going in their favor. They're coming up with an idea because they're being enlightened here. But it is about love, that somebody actually feels the same. But it's what two people need. See, there's this energy of lack. You help me, I'll help you, could be. But I feel for it's someone who sees opportunity in this. Yeah, see, they need to be needed. They feel needed. Help is on the way. It's a person who has a love of home. Aww. You know, it's not much different than the Queen of Cups because it has to do with nurturing and caring, helping somebody out in need, someone who cares. See, this is somebody who learned something, that somebody cares, but it's the energy of helping someone out. It's just like the Queen of Cups, someone who gives chicken soup to someone when they're in need, when they're not well, or someone who's always there. But, you know, this person is in that energy. Help is on the way. But they need something too. What is this King of Cups up to? They're manifesting because they see opportunity. See, they have everything they need. There's desire. So there's a lot of desire here. Yeah, but it's someone who has everything they need, but they are lonely. But they're also seeing someone else in need. And that's why I feel it's helping somebody with something. Someone in need. Manifesting this opportunity, mirroring energy a little bit too. So, yeah, feelings being mutual. This is something that can go in both people's favor. Both people getting something they need out of this. So someone who's learned, there's some kind of good news, talking to people. Someone's been talking to someone here about this opportunity or missing it. Feeling rejected, ignored. To me, it looks like somebody failing to recognize an opportunity. Someone's enlightening them, telling them. See, they're talking to people or they've overheard something. Checking things out maybe on social media, curiosity. But yeah, this is often someone talking to people. Someone needs something. So they see opportunity in this and they're manifesting it. This is someone who's single. They're kind of lonely. They lack something. They live alone. But it's about living alone, being alone. This is someone who has everything they need. They really do. But they are lonely. So like I say, there's opportunity for both people here. It's about coming together. Yeah, it's about investing. Someone who's crushing, longing for love. This is someone who has everything they need. They're manifesting. See, the house, a home, a strong financial foundation. They're planning, preparing. This is someone looking ahead. This is something they want to achieve. You know, this is interesting because it does really look like, I mean, it's opportunity to connect, to come together, to be together. It's about forming a bond. Tell me about this. Some of you may have some choices here. You may have two people. I kid you not, because I'm seeing 3 people and then a lot of 2s, which tells me some of you may have 2 people. But there's some sort of good news this person's hearing. Like I say, they see opportunity. Somebody who has a lot of skills. They're very handy, very creative, very capable. So they're preparing something. See, this is a crush, longing for love. But it's about getting together, having a conversation. See, people are talking about something and reminiscing. And there's something they've learned here. Has to do with this house, this home. See, two people who live alone. Somebody with skills. They're very creative, very handy. Somebody works with their hands. So this is about two people getting something out of this here. Two people lacking. See, help is on the way. That's all this is about. Yeah, so someone who's been kind of procrastinating. They're looking at the situation, but it's about laying the foundation, how to get something started. It's about communicating. How somebody's communicating too. But they want to lay that foundation. It's an energy of laying the foundation without revealing what they really want, which is love. So it's a practical kind of communication. Yeah, what you doing? What do you need? You know, there's something here about how to communicate it. They're not going to show any emotion. They don't want to look like a fool. I think it's somebody who already feels like a fool because they missed opportunity. They failed to recognize an opportunity. So they're reminiscing and talking to people about this. Someone crushing. And I think people know too. Tell me about this King of Wands energy. Yeah, so someone taking the lead. But you can see putting on the brakes, taking a look. They're overhearing something. So they're maybe even questioning it. But they're looking at this. This is someone handy. I don't know, they can fix cars, homes, someone who's handy. They're very capable. They have skills. They have a lot of tools. Yeah, this is about starting it. This is somebody wanting to get this going. So this is somebody feeling really happy because there's opportunity to get something going. It's a chance. But it's energy of providing. See, providing someone with what they need. But it's someone whose ego kind of got in the way. So they're definitely being humbled. So there's something about being very humble. Something they're learning. Because it has to do with goals, what they hope to achieve. But they're also looking at what the other person's achieved. But it's about, I feel it's just going to be helping each other out. But then the goal is for this person to take this opportunity to get this going. They're feeling really happy, like planning, preparing. You know, feeling this could be successful. So it's what they hope to achieve out of this. The goals. But it's about two people coming together. See, it's about love, forming a bond, a connection. And I do see some of you having two. One of these, you may put on the brakes and take another look. I do see Sag energy, Gemini energy, Cancer, Leo. See, this happiness, joy, this... yeah, it's all coming out in the open, whatever it is. But it's about an opportunity to get this going, starting something. Yeah, the Empress, somebody who's successful. See, someone who's achieved. So this is someone being humbled a little bit. Because it could be someone who rejected someone and now they're finding out that they're successful. The Empress is always open to talk and communicate. And they could be seeing, like the feelings being mutual, there's hope for things to go in their favor. But something here at some point didn't, and they feel like a fool. So really interesting. But yeah, they're going to take a risk here. Offering the cup, filling that cup. Their cup runneth over. I mean, a little pause, a little inner reflection. A little time to reflect. Tell me about the Page of Pentacles. Yeah, they've learned something. Being very wise. They're strategizing. They're going, aha, this is an opportunity. But it is about truth, speaking truth. They're learning a truth, but it's also speaking it. A house, a home. It could be somebody who acted like they didn't have any money, but they do. Maybe they know that you know. But they're also learning someone else is successful. See, goal-oriented. It's about achieving. What two people can achieve together. This person's really looking at this. Yeah. See a little time in between, waiting for things to kind of calm down. But it does look like traveling and maybe even relocating. Somebody could be, this could be just relocation. Some kind of someone is relocated. Something new, maybe a new house. But I see travel. I also see a vehicle, see driving, going somewhere. Is this someone driving around looking for somebody? But I mean, to me, this is somebody taking something they learned and applying it to this. And it could be why someone, if this is an Empress here, avoiding this person, see avoidance, some sort of avoidance, trying to avoid a disaster, but just someone avoiding someone, ignoring them, finding out why. But they see opportunity in this. They learned this. It's truth. This is somebody who probably should have told someone the truth about something. Maybe moving, relocating, I don't know. But I do feel this is someone trying to avoid someone here. Yeah. There's a little woulda, coulda, shoulda. Because it's everything this person could have ever wanted. But it's this enlightenment, this aha moment. They're coming up with an idea. They see opportunity in this. Yeah, and they see it from a whole different perspective too. See, checking each other out, someone looking at someone, looking away. It's a masculine who acted like they weren't interested. So this is someone who often seeks other opportunity, being open to other options. So this is someone trying to find out the truth too, to see if someone started something new. But I do see a new house, a new home, and relocation for some. But I feel like this is someone who most definitely is all focused, very much, very focused on this opportunity. They're going to take this opportunity. Yeah, they've been procrastinating, weighing the pros and the cons. This could be somebody who has other options too, and it could be yourself. If you are the feminine or the masculine, should I or shouldn't I, or someone comparing someone to someone else. Well, nothing compares, I can tell you that, with this energy, because it's an Empress. So there could be a choice here, but one of these is definitely not like the other, because and I do feel that there's someone here planning, preparing, hoping for the best. And then somebody else is putting on the brakes, taking a look at this. Should I or shouldn't I? Should I or shouldn't I take control, take the lead? The Empress is the one in control here, though. I can tell you that right now. This is someone who acted like they weren't interested, because they're finding out why. They acted like they weren't interested, ignored somebody, maybe even ghosted them. But yeah, there's definitely this person, somebody here has lack of something. They're to do with a home. This is often a person who feels they need to be needed. And I can see it. Somebody here feels they need to be needed. They felt that they weren't needed. This is someone who provides, is what I feel. See, being able to provide. They can't provide anything because the other person's got what they need. But what they can do is provide services to help someone out who needs something, because they have skills, they have tools, they're handy. See, hands-on, someone who can fix vehicles, homes, whatever the situation. But this, to me, it looks like when I see the House of Home and the King of Pentacles, I see woodworking skills. But it's all about laying the foundation, how to get this going. It's kind of what to say. They're tossing back and forth ideas here. Yeah, Queen of Pentacles, two people, possibly two, acting aloof. Two people have everything they need but love. See, I feel these people know. They're talking. I feel this person's talking, or they're overhearing something about this feminine energy. Somebody who's very gracious and grounded, sensible, very practical. Because there's talk about this. Tell me about the people. But they see it's good news. This is something that goes in their favor. Yeah, see, they're shocked about something they're hearing. Shocked. Like a massive surprise shock. I wouldn't be surprised both of you have learned something here. A little time in between, things calming down, being sensible and practical. Regardless, this person's coming in. They're taking control. A natural born leader. It's about needing to be needed, being able to provide. You can both provide each other with something. And I feel they need something, you need something. So that's the idea. And I do see someone to toss ideas back and forth too. But it's about both of you having a conversation. It's about talking. It's going to be someone who talks to someone you know, tossing stuff back and forth, ideas. Because I do see possible mutual friends. Often I see that. It doesn't have to be for everyone, but it's about having a conversation, seeing eye to eye. See, agreeing to disagree. Now, it could be other people's opinions. King of Swords is someone who likes to kind of check things out for themselves, their own opinion, strong mind, strong will, determined to succeed. So, interesting. But there we go, Two of Cups. Yeah. Someone, look at that. The star. There's hope. But it's about someone finding something out, and it is like it is what it is, just letting it go. See, just letting something go. But it is about other people's opinions too. See, hearing other people's opinions or whatever it is they're saying. Because the Page of Swords is either listening, someone who's just curious, acting like they're not interested. I'm just curious. But it's sometimes someone just overhearing something. But they're shocked. And I think both people, you're both learning something. So it is what it is, just letting it go. Yeah, because there's now hope. See, the feelings being mutual too. And I do feel there could be a friend here too, because I do feel that there's somebody else here. Somebody could be telling someone they're not interested, but finding out otherwise, because this is where things go in someone's favor, seeing things in a very favorable light. But I mean, it's person's determined to succeed. They're taken, but you can see them looking, reflecting on this, how they felt. Their cup overflowed with emotions. So it's somebody who obviously unrequited love, or they just didn't say anything, feeling emotional. I see kindness and compassion. I really feel, I don't know what's happened here, but yeah, there it is. This is an energy of someone here, definitely fast-moving energy, feeling like they need to hurry up. But I do see opportunity. Some of you have multiple opportunities. I do see that multiple. Yeah, because the King of Cups is here twice. One of them could be a fire sign. One could be an earth sign. But I'm seeing two people here. See, feeling like home. Two people very comfortable. But there's something that two people need. Yeah, there it is. Like, this is all about that Page of Pentacles, laying the foundation. Where was that? It's under here. Laying the foundation, coming in right. Something to do with someone's house and home, but it's about starting things off right. Someone didn't put their best foot forward. So whatever is happening, this news is a shock, surprise. You're likely not going to see this coming. Or they didn't, just what these people are saying. But there it is, the wand, the one. So if this is someone comparing you to someone else, there's no comparison. But it's an energy of somebody making a choice. There is a spark attraction. See, there's an attraction here. Now it's about this person reaching out to see if the other person reciprocates. So it has to do with someone who has faith that they can make their own choices. They don't need other people's opinions. They're taking control of this. This is about somebody meeting their match. See, being on the same page. Lifestyles, habits, the way someone's conducted themselves, some sort of schedules. This is someone strict, structured, rules, regulations. It's an energy of someone who doesn't always conform to other people's opinions. Probably both of you. Interesting. But yeah, it has to do with morals, learning something. Yeah, see, it's about building, putting in effort too. They want to build. Like, I do think this is somebody who's got skills. They're handy. I feel the Empress needs something. This could be somebody who's got a new house, a new car. They need something fixed. So it's really just somebody coming up with an excuse to reach out to get this going. But it's about putting in effort. They really want this because they want to build. They want to put in effort. Someone perfecting their skills. Someone who's a jack of all trades kind of energy. See, reaching out, hoping the other person reciprocates. But if there is another person interested in that person, they're not interested in them. Someone here is, I do feel someone leaving some, maybe friendships behind, or leaving somebody out. Leaving somebody out of it. Someone's not talking to someone else. They're reaching out. They're going this way. Yeah. So like I say, we're going to have, this person's looking at it all. They know exactly what they need to do. But if you have two people and you have to make a decision, because I feel it's this person, King of Swords, making a decision. The Empress is just sitting here, minding their own business. I see feeling very happy, a lot of joy. Something, it's all going to be exposed. It's all coming out in the open. So it's about putting in effort and building for sure. Yeah, this is somebody who's going to be asking you out. But I'm going to tell you what it is. It's a reason, an excuse to reach out to get it going. Someone needs help with something. They need something too, but it's about the two of you coming together. There's an attraction here. Finding out someone finds them attractive. Like, people are talking. Yeah, there it is. This is about... I wouldn't be surprised if some friendships go their separate ways, especially if there's somebody else here reaching out to somebody and they're not interested in comparing. Yeah, this is somebody making a choice here between two worlds, just on the fence a little bit, but it's about the two of you coming together and going down this path. It's about getting together. Yeah. Tell me more about the Tower. It's not telling me what happened here, but it's whatever it is shocking them, because it has to do with, it's something that's happy. It's making them feel kind of happy, but it's a shock just the same. Their pride took a little bit of hit too. That's why I say coming in a little more humble, because it's almost like this is someone who felt assured this would go in their favor. And then we have the feminine acting like they're kind of not interested. Because it's about these people, not involving other people possibly, to avoiding that. See, it's just two people doing something together. Tell me more about the Two of Wands. Yeah, this is someone who's thinking things through, choosing their battles. I'm going to tell you, this is someone who will choose you over their friends or this other person here. There's something about another person. Maybe trying to get something going with this person. There's no comparison. But if it's the feminine who has a choice, I do think, because it's the feminine here who's in control. But someone's putting on the brakes and taking another look, missing opportunity. Now there's this other opportunity. They've thought it through, choosing their battles. So it's about someone taking decisive action. You know, so somebody a little PO'd at someone here. I don't know what happened, but it could be someone leaving a friend or somebody behind here. Somebody who maybe wasn't loyal. I don't know. Like I say, it could be talk or gossip, whatever. Yeah, it's taking a little step back. This is someone who takes that pause and a step back, looking at things in a different light. Trying something different. But it's somebody who just felt something was off here. I think there's someone in that social circle, like they're reaching out. It's like they're turned off by something. A real turn off. Yeah, it's not showing who it is. Like, I mean, it could have to do with options. Somebody who's got options, people coming in, they're not interested. There's nothing that compares. Who are the people in this social circle? I'm just trying to think of what card to use. The deck, I don't have it handy, but I should be using the one that literally shows someone's characteristics. Let's have a look. Who are the people here talking? Yeah, they're manifesting something here. Matchmaking. Something to do with justice and harmony. It's a married couple trying to bring two people together in matchmaking, but it's about harmony, being fair. Who are the people in that social circle? Yep, somebody else wanting to date somebody. Yeah, that's what it is. There's reminiscing and talking, or it's just people gossiping and talking. But yeah, I don't know if this is someone trying to matchmake somebody else here, trying to get someone to date them. I don't think they're interested. They're comparing. They're not interested. It's like a turnoff. This is someone who likes to stay in control. They like to take the lead. So, yeah, if I were to see the Two of Swords, I would say a blind date. But yeah, it's two people trying to connect two people to have a date. And they're not interested in whoever it is. They're interested in the Empress. Because there is a shock, surprise, something here they're finding out. Yeah, so someone wearing their heart on their sleeve. See, Ace of Cups offering the cup. Yeah, they're not interested in someone else. I mean, it could be somebody who had a date with somebody and they're like, yeah, I'm not really interested in them. Yeah, their own anchor. This is someone emotionally stable too. Their own anchor. They decide for themselves. They're single. They decide for themselves. This is somebody who doesn't like matchmaking or any of that kind of stuff. But just because this has a masculine image on it doesn't mean it's a masculine energy. In fact, it could be a feminine energy. But it's somebody manipulating a little bit here, trying to get things to go in their favor. Yeah, but it's about asking someone on a date. This person will do it. This is somebody who does it when they're ready. So it's all about this person being prepared and being ready. There it is, making a choice, crossroads, Six of Wands. Yeah, this is somebody who's not interested in someone. They don't see it going anywhere. And there we have a message coming in. It's funny because I do believe I just did a reading with this. A message coming in from somebody here, and there's a shock, surprise. It's sudden, but it's this person here offering up the cup, an invitation or opportunity. They want to come together. This is about two people coming apart. I think it's just somebody who's not interested in someone else. Nothing compares. They have been procrastinating a little though, but they do see opportunity because it's somebody who needs something. They need to be needed. Help is on the way. A message coming in. It's the start right there. Nine of Cups. They are being a little cautious, a little careful what they wish for, but they're going for it. And it is definitely someone who had a date with somebody and they come apart, not interested. Or they're matchmaking. Yeah, somebody manipulating a little bit. There's somebody, and it could be a person with the Page of Swords, manipulating, trying to get people to bring two people together, but like I say, they're heading towards the Empress. They feel confident too, and I like that with the King of Swords, someone who feels confident. They made the right choice. So here comes the message. So you can expect a message. It's probably going to be a surprise and a shock. Yeah, something has ended. It's a person rising like the phoenix from the ashes. So it could be maybe some time in between. Someone has ended something with another person. But whoever this is, they're not interested. Nope, they're choosing their battle. See, taking decisive action. Yeah, overcoming chaos, conflict, and drama. See, it's about avoiding that. Somebody who's kind of intense or dramatic. So this is what's ended here. Yeah, this is somebody avoiding that. See, confrontation, somebody who's jealous. Yeah, they're learning this. This is a really interesting energy. But like I say, if you're that feminine, you're about to receive, I feel a message. It's person taking decisive action. They don't want you to get away. Because it has to do with an opportunity here. And it's like they're going thanks but no thanks to someone here too. They're not interested. But it's like, I don't know if there's people pushing this person, somebody pushing themselves on someone, but here they come. So take care. Okay, get ready for that message. With the Temperance is telling you to prepare, but I feel the Empress is prepared, the feminine. It's the start of something. Someone's about to give you a lot of attention. But I do think it's somebody giving them unwanted attention. So this is why they're sitting on that fence. Mm-hmm. Very interesting. But there's an attraction. They're not attracted to the other person. Mm-mm. And I feel too, and it's because that other person doesn't have really anything they want. It isn't looks or just physical. I feel it's part of it, but it's they don't see them as a partner. They don't see them as someone stable. Because this is a King and Queen of Pentacles are all about stability. Feels like home. But you have something to provide each other. Bye for now.